Good evening, Stock Devils. Here we are, Wednesday, February 11th. Here's your trade review and trade opportunities for Wednesday into Thursday. First, taking a look at the GTLS. This is a position we've been in for a couple of days. I told you last night that I was going to put a stop in on this at 7. I think I said 791. I actually had to put the stop in at 789. Had a strange occurrence with my online broker, and I actually did not execute on the stop. So I'm actually still in this, but at least we're back up a little bit at 803. We'll be watching this one again tomorrow, and the downtrend in the last 3 days, not really all that positive. Well, really the last 2 days, but basically if it doesn't move upward again tomorrow, we're going to renew that stop, sell stop probably around 793. And if we get stopped, we get stopped, and we get out and we move on. Next up is ArcSight. Again, we had a stop here, sell stop of 770. We did not execute on that, but this stock turned back up a little bit as well. I told you yesterday I didn't think it would go below. It's much below its 50-day moving average. It did pierce it, but it did finish back up above it. So hopefully this arc here will not continue. This big drop, not a good thing. But you know, a little bit of recovery. Let's see if we can get back up to around the 825 mark tomorrow. Had an intraday high today of 855. So there's definitely room in there. There's definitely some upside support. Let's hope it continues that way. Next up, one of you I know did take the trade, as you told me, on DSPG. This is the big winner in the last few days. Definitely moving up a little bit every day. A little bit of a consolidation inside day. So keep your eye on that. Again, if you get to 5%, as I said in the other video tonight, if you get in the 5% profit range, take the money and run. Nothing is certain in this market. Stochastics are trending up, however, and I think originally I'd said that you wanted to be somewhere around the 640 mark to get 8. Anything over 5% is a good thing. Take it and go home. Next up is our stock from yesterday, Syntha Pharmaceuticals. Did not execute at our selected price of 743, even though the stock did move up today. You can see it stayed it stayed above its 7-day moving average. We had expected that it would trend back down and then move up. Not a bad thing. We're going to get that part of it wrong from time to time. And, what's the worst case here? We didn't execute on a trade. The good news, however, is, again, we've identified a stock that did go up. So we'll have to keep working harder to find the right entry point and execute on those entry points. But we did everything right mathematically, just didn't work out in terms of turning into a trade. Next up, your two trades for today. Number one is courtesy, actually number 1 and 2 for the day are courtesy of Veronica. MFLX was the first. And this has already backed itself down between its 20 and 50-day moving averages, and its stochastics are approaching the bottom. You can take this trade if you want to. My only issue with it is I'd like to have seen the stochastics make that bottom and hook back up, but they haven't. So the entry price on this would be buy limit 1684. So you're actually working on buying on the way back up. So you'd be buying into strength. And again, 8 to 10%, which is going to put you out in the 1760s, which is pretty close, just below the 7-day moving average there. So you don't have to make a lot of a move there in order to pull a profit out of that one. So 1684 buy limit with an exit of around 1760. And next up was a par, PAR. And this one has been trading, you can see it's been trading well above its moving averages. It's been consolidating back down after a high day bar here. So this might be an interesting stock, and certainly has the potential, based on the last 4 trading days, it does have the potential to break to some new highs. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking this is an uptrend stock. We have an entry price of on a buy stop at 852, which would be right about there. And your 8% is going to be about $9.14, which is going to put it up above that bar. So 852 on a buy stop, 914 on a minimum exit of 8%. And those are your trades for tomorrow, Thursday, February 12th. We'll be back again tomorrow night to recap and with 2 more trades.